Good morning and happy Saturday. I'm Brandon and this is Theme Park Predictions, and I'm here to share some breaking news with you. And that is, we now have a ginormous crane that is located in the center of the top Thrill Dragster infield. This crane was getting staged at the Soak City parking lot yesterday, and then overnight last night was put together and put in place in the top Thrill Dragster infield. And a huge shout out goes to Roll Amusement on YouTube because they provided this footage for me and notified me through Instagram of this exciting news. Now, what does this mean? Because we know the Spike construction for now has kind of stopped, at least I think it has, because Iron Dragon is now testing and is set to reopen any day now. Plus, that construction area looks pretty polished, meaning that I don't think they're going to be touching that area for quite some time. So this is where things get very interesting because this crane, they're not going to build this ginormous crane in the center of the infield if it's for the Spike. Because as you can see here, the Spike is really far away from this area and that crane is not large enough to reach it from that placement of the crane as we know now. Now with that being said, with the crane being located this close to the top hat, I predict that we're going to start seeing the old track on the top hat get removed sooner than later. If you remember, in a past video about Dragster, I predicted that the track removal and new placement of the new track on the top hat would take place in late 2023, like September, maybe October. I did not expect it to start this soon. So that tells me a few things. One, we're going to start seeing all the track getting removed way sooner than later. But most importantly, these type of cranes are extremely expensive to rent and operate. With that being said, I predict we're going to start seeing new track being placed on the top hat way sooner than we all predicted or even thought. So it might take, let's say, a month or less to remove all the track on the top hat, and maybe a month from now, we might even know some answers like who's the manufacturer? What color is the new track going to be? There's so many different variables to this, and that's what's so exciting. Now here's another thought too. It's obvious that Dragster is going to get repainted. So I wonder if the company that's going to be repainting the coaster could possibly use this crane as well to repaint the top hat structure. And then once that's done, then they use the crane to put the new track on the top hat. If that is the case, over the next few weeks, I think we'll start seeing the old track get removed off the top hat, and then a month or two of painting the top hat structure. And based on that timeline, will put us in July or early August, and by that time, the park could either announce the coaster or definitely start teasing us when we see new track for the top hat. All I have to say is, this crane looks massive, and I don't see how this is not going to be used for the top hat going forward. So if you're at Cedar Point, be sure to keep an eye out for this ginormous crane and the happenings around Dragster, because Cedar Point is not playing around and it's a great sight to see. And if you're excited to ride Dragster 2.0 in 2024, be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to check out my Baby I'm Ready to Go merch so you can wear it during your next visit to Cedar Point. With all of that said, what are your thoughts about this? Be sure to let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today no matter how bad your day is, think positive, and keep riding coasters.